So this is going to be kind of impromptu. So I want to preface this by saying, no matter what any Wing Chun person puts on YouTube or Facebook or any place else, there's going to be a Wing Chun guy who goes, that's wrong, that's not how it's done. First of all, none of us know all of Wing Chun. There's too many variables. We all have a piece of the pie. And those guys who usually say that have never fought or competed. I've fought and competed. I've done Wing Chun since 1970. How's my math? Anyway, let's start with this. Bruce Lee wrote a book. He was writing a book, or I don't know if he finished it or not, but he let James Lee pen the book. Him and his wife ended up moving in with James Lee. James Lee got cancer and needed money. So Bruce Lee, to help Jim Lee out, let him put his name on the book. So back in the day, that green book with James Lee on the cover didn't have Bruce Lee's name. The newer books say something about edited by Bruce Lee or something by Bruce Lee, put his name on it. So in that book, there's a page where there's a black ribbon. Black on one side, white on the other side, and it's twisted. So I never knew what that meant back in the 70s, and later on I learned it meant that Wing Chun can interrupt and change. So a good example is a gan sao. A gan blocks in the middle in our lineage. Once the wrist passes what they call the sam, it's no longer a gan, it's a fuck. Fuck means whisking or brushing on. So some techniques may be gan fuck. So I do a gan sao, fuck sao, fuck sao. If I'm about to do a pak, I can change the pak to a gan. So I can change at that moment. So tan means to spread. So if he threw a punch at me, let's do that hand. You threw a round punch at me. If I just try to block you here, I'm only contacting with this part of my arm. I'm a little guy. If a big dude swings at me, I'd be a stupid person to try to block him like that. So what happens when he punches, I disperse the force. I spread, like spreading butter. So let's face me, please. So if you do it slowly so you can see, do a round punch. A bu is not this. I do a bu sao, but I use tan lick. Lick in Cantonese means power. I may be saying the wrong tone because my Cantonese is a little rusty now. But lick means power. Like when you do waist power, you lick, right? Tan lick, gan lick. So he does that punch. So all you Chinese speakers, please forgive my pronunciation, okay, my tones. Because Cantonese is a tonal language. I can say the tone the wrong way and it'll be the wrong word. So if you do a punch, I bu and tan. So I spread along his arm. So I'm going to take all the force of the punch, okay? So remember when you do a bu, it's a spread out, okay? Thanks. So my point was showing you is that I never understood what that ribbon twisted meant. It was black on one side and white on the other side. What it meant is that the techniques can, if I could say, meld into each other. There's no finite technique. You can change on the spur of the moment. So twisting that ribbon, if you get that book, you'll see it. There's a twisted ribbon. So that's what I was trying to impart in this video.